What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and the Blazers' 10th overall pick, Zach Collins, struggled in 3 Summer League games. And the best way to show this is to bring out his Summer League stats, in particular his field goal percentage, only 26%, and he only hit 1 3. So not the best Summer League for Collins, but I will say before I get into the video, I'm optimistic for Collins going forward, so let's get to it. Because of Collins' struggles, it only seems appropriate to start with the bad. Let's start with the speed of the game, and Collins was clearly adjusting to it going against bigger, faster athletes, and that caused him to miss shots like this inside he would normally make. This isn't a big deal at all considering he's still only 19 years old, but here on the rebound you see he misses a shot against length. This is the type of miscommunication that happens all the time in Summer League, but it demonstrates Collins' lack of certainty. So it looks like he's going to pop for the 3, but at the last moment he moves in as if he's rolling to the basket. This confuses RJ Hunter, and it's a turnover as Hunter threw it as if Collins was popping. Plays like that are just part of the normal learning curve of a young player. Let's talk a bit about passing, and Collins struggled passing it into the post. Here he's pressured a bit, and that bothers him enough to throw a terrible bounce pass that hits Swanigan's legs. On this play, Swanigan is being fronted in the post by a wing, and the right pass would be a lob over the top. But Collins instead tries a bounce pass inexplicably, and it results in a turnover. Will the Blazers coaches work with Collins on passing it into the post? For sure, but when you look at his assist to turnover ratio at Gonzaga, it wasn't very good, and in Summer League he had 2 assists to 9 turnovers, and you have to question, is passing a serious concern long term for Collins and not just something in Summer League? Moving on to something that was not surprising at all, which was that Collins struggled with his strength in Summer League, and here in the post versus a strong player, Collins cannot create leverage or separation, and he takes a bad shot. This showed up on the defensive boards as well, and this time he's not able to create inside position and ends up fouling. This is a better example as he gets pushed down under the rim due to his lack of strength. What's also apparent is he's still adjusting to the NBA 3-point line, and he's not a good 3-point shooter yet. Here he misses badly, but I want you to watch slow-mo on the replay. He has good form, it just doesn't look super fluid or easy coming out of his hand yet because of the increased range. These are his totals from Gonzaga, and the good news is he can hit free throws, so that shows he has a decent shooting stroke. And while he didn't take a lot of threes, he definitely has that potential, so in terms of his 3-point shooting, reason for optimism. On another note, Collins got frustrated with himself in Summer League, so what happens here is he gets it on top, drives, misses, but gets fouled, but because he missed you can see he's angry at himself, he'll put his head down, and this doesn't signal great confidence. A lot happens on this play. He gets the steal but then immediately throws it right back to the opposing team, and he gets frustrated at himself again, and this could be looked at as a good thing as he cares and knows he needs to improve, but in my opinion the way he was carrying himself signaled that he's not super confident in his game yet. Summer League showed that Collins has a sizable learning and adjustment curve. The question is brought up, will his passing be a weakness? He needs to add strength, his 3-point shooting needs time, and in my eyes he did not play with a confident swagger you'd like to see. But most of those things should be improved over time without too much difficulty, so it's really not that bad. Moving on to the good. Collins showed nice flashes of a versatile offensive game. He made a few nice backdoor passes, and here he finds Connaughton. He's a 7-footer who can operate on the perimeter, and here he attacks a closeout nicely, spinning and drawing a foul. This is good work in the post, and while he does score against a player equally thin as him in Davis Bertans, that's a nice, real move utilizing the spin he seems to like. He didn't have much success on the offensive glass, in part because he was playing the 4 and spent a lot of time on the perimeter, but here's a play where he gets the offensive rebound, hustling, corralling the board. What was more impressive though was Collins on defense. His rim protection was good, and this is an example where he rotates on the drive to step up and force the pass out, and then later on the possession he goes straight up vertical against the athletic and strong Jaylen Brown. Very good stuff. Again, he'll rotate and protect the rim, jumping straight up with his arms high. Let's watch this again as Collins shows good instincts. He recognizes Connaughton does a nice job of not getting blown by, so Collins doesn't have to rotate over until the very end to protect the rim. This time, Collins steps up sooner, which is fine, and he's put into a tough situation because he has to protect the rim against Brown, but he also has to be wary about the dump-off pass, and he plays it well, anticipating the pass and getting the steal. This is good pick and roll defense. He stays in front of the ball and forces Tatum into a tough shot. It's hard to see, but notice how Collins jabs at Tatum, making him uncomfortable. He just knows how to play defense. Boston tries a back screen, and Collins is right there dropping low to prevent that pass down low, and then he recovers to his man. He was clearly coached well, and here's a fundamental play as on the ball reversal, he uses a swim move to front the post and he gets the steal. And while he lacks strength, he projects as a good rebounder in the NBA. He rebounded it great at Gonzaga, and he always boxes out. Here's a good example as he uses good technique to box out his man and corral the board. So he's 7 foot, plays fundamental defense, and his instincts are intriguing. And here's the play I showed you earlier where he gets in the passing lane and gets the steal. So, he has an offensive skill set to build upon. A workable jumper along with perimeter skills for a big man is not a bad starting point, and he projects as a plus defender, a rim protector who can move his feet, and most importantly, he shows good smarts and instincts. Well, there you have it, guys. Collins is going to have a tough time adjusting in the NBA, but he has skills. He's smart, 7 foot, relatively mobile. He's a project, but one worth investing in, and I wouldn't be surprised in 2 or 3 years if he's an NBA starter. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.